Muy buenas, muy buenas, muy buenas. Soy Sigiloco Games. Estamos aquí en el Dragon Inquisition. Estamos aquí en el palacio de Haramshiral, justamente donde hemos dejado el anterior video. Simplemente vamos a continuar. Y estamos investigando aquí qué es lo que pasa con quien quiere traicionar a la emperatriz Celine. Y bueno, lo que vamos a hacer, como ya dije en este video, es apoyar a Briala. A pesar de que las dos quieren matar a la deshacerse de Celine. Aquí está Celine. Encuentra material en el área real para poder hacer el chantaje a Gaspar. O para hacerle el chantaje a... Creo que podemos seguir a ver, ¿no?
So many crimes of fashion. I found this out. I'm not sure of its value. We can use this.
Muy bien. Bueno, eso deberíamos guardar para más luego cuando la población se esté bajando. Debido a que aquí no hace un efecto deseado. Porque ya tenemos 100% de la aprobación. A ver, el área real está aquí. Una maldita de capricho aquí. Vamos a ver si podemos aquí hablar con alguien. Esto sí podemos abrir, pero no tenemos que entrar ahí. Bueno, aquí podemos ver esto. Compendio del teatro valesiano, ok.
Interesting.
A ver.
I had no idea.
Ya tenemos más. Bueno, lo que vamos a hacer en este momento es saber también si es que podemos averiguar algo más acá. En este sector de por acá, vamos a ver qué pasa. Aquí tenemos la sala de trofeos. Aquí ya me entraron entre el video. Aquí tenemos un par de elfos susurrantes. Aquí hay algo. Documentos secretos, ¿no? Interesante. Aquí como que se va actualizando poco a poco también las cosas. Entonces hay que ir más o menos así.
Is it my imagination? Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were before? You're seeing things.
Documentos comerciales secretos. Okay. Aquí hay algo. ¿Qué más? Correspondencia secreta. Muy bien. Aquí hay algo más. Aquí hay dos cosas, no sé. Vamos a ver. Aquí. Creo que es esta de aquí. Un soborno. Aquí otro documento, como pueden ver. Investigación secreta. Por aquí, en el elfo susurrante. Aquí cositas. Aquí una maleta de capricho, aquí una investigación secreta.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attack?
A ver. ¿Cómo fisgonía por aquí?
Waste of time.
Démonos, aquí tenemos que esperar. Documento escandaloso. Aquí hay algo más, no sé. Documento comercial secreto. Vamos a traer la fisgonía aquí.
Just gossip.
A ver, vamos a esperar, creo que son como estos de aquí. Que ya no aparece.
Where is that lazy elf? I sent him down to the cellar
Bueno,
for
bueno.
more wine hours ago. Well, that's useful.
Muy bien. Ya tenemos.
How do things look out there? Are the
Vamos a ver
negotiations
Guardia Imperial.
Both the Empress
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Ok. Como eso ya habíamos hablado. Vamos, aquí también podemos entrar. Muy bien. Carta de la voz secreta.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspar will ruin us all.
Podemos leer esta placa.
Report on the casualties in the Dales. Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
A ver. Aquí tenemos lo que es este.
Did you need something?
Did I hear correctly? If you're interested in bringing the Templars to heel, you may have found an ally.
If that's true, I would welcome an alliance with the Inquisition. I will get in touch with your Lady Nightingale. I have assets that might benefit your cause.
Gentlemen,
Muy bien. Tenemos ya un agente más.
Is it true
Vamos a guardar por aquí.
the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Un estandarte olesiano. Marco aquí de élite. Y acá. Por eso se trata acá. Está Barrick, muchachos. Por eso debemos abrir esta puerta. Porque aquí.
Master Tethrus, I found some factual inconsistencies in your last book and I've prepared some notes on the subject.
Muy bien. Aquí hay algo más, vamos a ver. Sí, el aquí, pero... Aquí, un guante de capricho, muy bien. Y aquí tenemos a
I so
Barrick.
look forward to your next series.
Having fun, boss? I always enjoy canapes while surrounded by people who want to kill me.
Muy bien.
what's happening? Anything I should know about?
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen much. But you wouldn't expect anything to happen out in the open. Everyone is on edge, and it's not just that they're worried about the war.
I didn't realize you were famous. You have plenty of admirers.
I didn't know my book sold so well in Orlais. I'm going to have a chat with my publisher.
Having fun, Varric?
My brother used to throw galas like this in Kirkwall. I always tried to avoid them. I'm not much of a dancer these days.
Muy bien.
We can chat later. Just wait for the signal.
Just give the word. We're ready to move.
Muy bien, aquí tenemos a un conde Luzar Ducy. Vamos a ver. Ah, pero no podemos hablar con este muchacho. No. Este es de concilio. Sí, no podemos hablar con él.
Walks on 3 legs at tea time.
Maker's breath. You're never going to guess.
Aquí tenemos algo para leer. Compendio de teatro alesiano. Aquí podemos saquear esto. Toque de otoño. Muy bien. Y aquí tenemos un doble.
And one of But if I take the fox across with a second ring, no, that won't work.
Stick with it. You'll figure it out.
Muy bien. Parece que aquí ya no hay nada más.
And I have 3 ducks and a fox.
Como este buen muchacho no hay como
How
hablar.
would you address the continuity errors in...
Inquisitor.
What a pleasant surprise.
A ver. Hablando del concilio.
Perhaps you could tell me about the Council of Heralds. What is its purpose?
Of course, my lady. The Council of Heralds exists to oversee the inheritance and creation of new titles of nobility.
Titles outside the royal family are not recognized at court, but they remain part of ancient estates. In the event that there is no clear inheritor to an estate, it falls to us to decide the case.
A ver.
I overheard you talking. I take it you're fans of Varric's books?
Who is not a fan of Lord Varric's work?
His serials are terribly popular across the Empire.
We are so pleased you brought him with you this evening, Inquisitor.
¿No habéis notado algo?
You haven't seen anything unusual tonight, have you?
Nothing could be more peculiar than Gaspar and Selene dancing together.
Now that you mention it, the royal wing is sealed, and no one knows why.
A great pity. The garden in that part of the palace is exquisite.
Muy bien.
Another time, perhaps.
El concilio de los heraldos, muchachos. Ya tenemos ahí un códice desbloqueado. Bien, por eso tienes que ver esta parte. Muy bien. Ahora lo siguiente que vamos a hacer es obviamente regresar para acá.
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds. Should have considered.
Aquí ya habíamos entrado. Aquí podemos ver esto. Ah, pues sí. A ver, acá ya habíamos entrado. Creo que no me acuerdo si es que puedo salir de aquí. No creo que voy a poder. No, ya no hay cómo salir de aquí. Pero puede ser que haya cositas por aquí como pista escandalosa, como él me lo esperaba. Muy bien. Por acá tal vez haya algo más. No. A ver, vamos a regresar al salón de baile, que me parece que ya aparecen algunas cosas afuera de los gran sala de baile. Muy bien. Me parece que por acá vamos a tener cositas que investigar. A ver, aquí no hay cómo salir, ¿verdad? No.
Inquisitor?
A ver, vamos a entrar aquí, que está Gaspar, pero aquí no creo que hay nada. No. Acá está Vaseline, que tampoco dice nada. Acá está la buena muchacha de Briala. Está Colin. Y está Vivienne. No, no hay nada más. Vámonos aquí. Ahí abajo no hay cómo entrar, así que vámonos. Tenemos que ir por aquí. Vamos por acá. Y aquí. Aquí tenemos que entrar. Bien, tengo que yo cambiar. Tengo que cambiarme ya de... A ver, vamos a ponernos esta. Voy a ponerme mi equipamiento. El estilo de los puros. Y la cubilla de los puros. Muy bien. ¿Qué dice? Espera. Hay algo aquí que me da más ventaja. Ah, obviamente esto me da más ventaja, pero no puedo ponerme. Muy bien. Esto creo que está con toda la armadura, ¿verdad? Sí. Ahora aquí hay que hacer rapidito las cosas, ya saben.
Are we going to sneak around to look through the Empress's unmentionables now? Just how drunk are you, boss?
Aquí me enseñan solo esa puerta, no hay nada más, muy bien. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. A la real.
Thank you. Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
¿Qué pasó?
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace.
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
¿Es la sala de Florian?
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Florian?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
¿Qué buscabas?
What were you trying to find in Florian's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
Dime lo que sepas.
If there's a reason you distrust Briala, I want to hear it.
I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play Revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has a history with the Empress. But they believe she was just a favorite servant. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Muy bien. Aquí tenemos una estatuilla de Aya, muy bien. Algo más por aquí tal vez.
What happened here?
Interesante. Aquí hay cositas.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
A ver, por aquí es por donde entramos, ¿verdad? Sí. Ahora lo que pasa es que necesito una... Estamos aquí, a ver. Tratados. Una cosita más de estas. A ver. Muy bien. ¿Algo más? No. A ver, ¿cuántas necesito para abrir esta puerta? Creo que todas las que faltan, ¿verdad? A ver. Uf, 5. Ahí no voy a poder entrar ni Ni así quisiera entrar ahí. Necesito 5, así que aquí no voy a poder entrar. Y así recojo a todos, creo. No voy a poder entrar.
You painted Orlesian assholes! When I get out of this, I'll butcher you like the pigs you are!
Yo esta estatuilla. Ya me he recogido a todos. El problema es que aún así ya me he recogido a todos. Demonios, ¿qué pasó aquí?
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
Sabía que estabas.
I had a feeling you were mixed up in all this.
Such a pity. You could almost be Orlesian, if you were just a little quicker. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspar's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
At this point, I think disappointment was an old friend.
You poor deluded thing. You don't know half of what Samson and I have planned. And now I suppose you never will. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill her. Bring me the marked hand as proof. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Véngase, véngase. ¿Cómo se está?
Trust those tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Yes, I knew.
Good eye. Those were definitely demons.
Maker bless me. Demons? How could there be demons in the fucking Winter Palace? I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Tell me everything you know.
The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
Muy bien, ataca para mí, muchacho.
Want a new job? One that pays better? The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Muy bien. Tenemos un agente. A ver, vamos, vamos a ver, por aquí creo que podemos salir. Sí. Demonios, que está cerrado. Creo que ya perdimos la oportunidad de investigar lo que estaba más allá. A ver. Pues creo que sí. Sí, por aquí es por donde habíamos entrado. Pero ya no hay comentar, como pueden ver. Así que bueno, vamos a tener que regresar. ¿A dónde van, muchachos? ¿Qué es esto? Esa es una descripción. El Palacio del Invierno, ¿eh? Acá obviamente tenemos que regresar. Muchachos. ¿A dónde van? ¿Cuánto hay? A ver qué por acá. Aquí hay un documento. Muy bien. Aquí solo podemos abrir. Aquí necesito 4. Y aquí necesito 4, así que no vamos a poder. No. Sí, aquí no podemos entrar porque estamos casi todos los estatuillas y ya no hay más. Yo creo que pusimos más estatuillas si somos pícaros. Conseguimos más estatuillas de esas. Pero aquí no hay cama. Así que bueno, vamos a tener que arreglarnos con lo que tenemos. Aquí hay cocinas. Ahí hay un poco de dinerillo por aquí. Aquí hay suministros que no necesitamos. Vamos ya bastante bien de suministros. Aquí cositas. Comedor. ¿Algo más? ¿Algún secretón por aquí? Pues no. Aquí esto ya está cerrado. Aquí brilla. Pensé que estaba brillando, pero... Aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada. Aquí no hay nada. Bueno, el único lugar que tenemos que entrar es aquí. Ahí la puerta. Aquí por acá, por si acaso hay algo más. Aunque no creo. Ah, sí. Aquí hay esto. Aquí me hay que matar. Muy bien. Ah, pues nada más, tenemos que salir de aquí. Gran sala de baile.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Hablaré con Florian. Sobre la vida de Celine, aquí podemos elegir. Vamos a ver.
Wait here, Cullen. I'm going to have a word with the Grand Duchess.
What? There's no time. The Empress will begin her speech any moment.
We owe the court one more show, Your Grace.
Inquisitor.
The eyes of every noble in the Empire are upon us, Your Grace. Remember to smile. This is your party. You wouldn't want them to think you had lost control.
Who would not be delighted to speak with you, Inquisitor?
I seem to recall you saying, all I needed was to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. When your archers failed to kill me in the garden, I feared you wouldn't save me this last dance. It's so easy to lose your good graces. You even framed your brother for the murder of a council emissary. It was an ambitious plan. Celine, Gaspard, the entire Council of Heralds, all your enemies under one roof.
This is very entertaining, but you do not imagine anyone believes your wild stories?
That will be a matter for a judge to decide, cousin.
Gaspard? You cannot believe this. You know I would never... Gaspard?
Llevaos a muchachos. Matar a la duquesa.
You lost this fight ages ago, Your Grace. You're just the last to find out. Your Imperial Majesty, I think we should speak in private, elsewhere.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing?
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
I wouldn't have caught Florian in time without Briala's help.
You were working together?
Of course.
A ver.
We have the note to your general ordering him to move troops covertly into the palace grounds.
It was a defensive choice. I expected betrayal here, just not by my own sister.
Keep talking, Gaspard. Eventually, you'll convince somebody.
His own mercenary captain will confirm that Gaspard brought hired thugs into the palace for an attack.
Mercenaries? So much for your chevalier honor, cousin.
And of course, he made death threats to the Council of Heralds. Briala found all of this out for your sake, Celine.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
A ver, intenta convencer a Celine para que le perdone la vida a Gaspard y recompensa a Briala. Gaspard ejecutado e intenta reconciliar a Celine y a Briala. ¿Puede ser esto? Vamos a ver, vamos a ver.
I think Ambassador Briala deserves some reward for uncovering all this.
For this service to the Empire, Briala, your previous treachery will be pardoned. But you will have to live in exile.
You're too kind.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orlais owes you its future. You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your doing. You truly are the instrument of Andraste. Orlais will never forget your part in this, nor will I. Lords and ladies of the court, the civil war which has plagued us is at an end. The Orlesian Empire is whole again. Those who drove us into war for selfish gain have been dealt with as traitors. Gaspard de Chalon is guilty of treason. He is no longer our cousin, and shall never again hold title or land in Orlais. We have lost enough. No more! Now, we can move forward to healing and restoration. In our hour of need, the Inquisition has faced these dangers beside us. It is the honor of Orlais to stand with Andraste's herald to end this crisis. And in ages to come, our children and grandchildren can say that we left them a brighter world. Will you address the court, my friend?
Ending the war was the first step. Our final goal must be peace for all Thedas.
Well said, Inquisitor. We of the court must use our resources. Not every battle is won on the field. But that is tomorrow. Tonight, feast, my friends. Enjoy our victory. There will be many more to come.
Bueno, esta es una de las formas.
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
Se acaba el punch.
I would have stayed, but the punch ran dry. Scandalous.
Indeed. Let us see if you take this piece of news as poorly. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
Sí, es una mala esa.
When you say knowledge beyond the realm of most mages, do you mean blood magic?
I know many obscure, forgotten, and forbidden arts. Some of it you might consider blood magic, yes? Should thought of that frighten you, allow me to offer reassurance. Knowledge alone does no harm. What I possess, I place at your disposal to make use of or ignore as you desire.
This is news to me. I don't get a say in who joins us.
I am not joining you. I am a liaison, advising on the throne's behalf and helping when called upon to do so. If you find that objectionable, you may indeed spurn your new ally's offer. Yet consider this. You battle a foe you scarce understand, with all Thedas hanging in the balance. You need all the help you can get, Inquisitor. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
Bueno, entonces aquí se nos une Morrigan. Sea cual sea la edición que tomemos, se nos une Morrigan.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
Things went according to plan for once. I couldn't be happier.
Tonight was a triumph. You should be proud. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Estoy preparada para
It's
volar.
time to head back to Skyhold.
Of course. It will be good to go home.
Y bueno, aquí volvemos al feudo celestial. Algo diferente, algo diferente.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Make us mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lady Inquisitor, please, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Thedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
You must think very well of them to suggest such a thing.
Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
These aren't just any 2 people. They're key members of the Inquisition.
For the sake of Thedas, we must ask you to make this sacrifice.
This will have to be settled later. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered mother.
Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam-Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon, Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Muy bien. Bueno, aquí podemos hacer algo diferente. Y vamos a hacerlo, muchachos. Vamos a hacerlo. Vamos a cargar. Y tenemos aquí el Palacio del Invierno. Vamos a cargar partido. Aunque no sé cuál de los dos había que elegir. Creo que el primero. Vamos a ver. Ah, pues sí. Estamos justamente aquí, yendo para salir. Y vamos a hacer un pequeño guardado aquí. Otra vez. Muy bien. Vamos a hacer algo diferente. Aquí podemos quitar todo esto, ya sabemos. Aquí podemos, bueno, podemos hacer esto, lo mismo. Podemos hacer esto. Debemos de tener la duquesa. A ver, vamos a ver esto. Vamos a hacer lo mismo pero con ciertos cambios. Vamos a omitir esto. Todo esto vamos a omitir. Aquí vamos a hacer lo mismo.
Gaspard?
Y aquí podemos matar a Celine. Vamos a matar a Celine.
At least this time, justice will be swift. Your Imperial Majesty, your sister attempted regicide in front.
You're the spy master.
Aquí es lo mismo.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
Your captain tells me you spent all night sneaking mercenaries into the palace, Gaspard. You intended to attack.
And where did your troops come from, Inquisitor? If sneaking men into the palace is damning, then we are both damned.
I have the word of your mercenary captain. He'll testify that you intended to attack tonight.
Hired thugs. I didn't expect you to stoop so low, cousin.
Don't be naive, Celine. The only difference between a mercenary and a common soldier is a uniform.
By all means, continue to protest your innocence, Gaspard. We find this performance endlessly fascinating.
Bueno.
There were also the threats Gaspard made to the Council of Heralds to bully them into giving him the crown.
Gaspard is a bully. Is that the worst you can say of me?
And he murdered a council emissary in the servants' quarters. I found his bloody knife hidden near the body.
Thank you, Inquisitor. There can be no doubt of your treason, Gaspard.
No, it seems there cannot.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice. You are hereby sentenced to death.
Chequeamos de perder la vida.
You have enough proof to dissolve his support for the throne, Your Majesty. You don't need to take his life.
As a favor to you, Inquisitor, I will let him live. Gaspard, you are hereby banished from the Empire on pain of death.
Is that all? You're too kind, Celine.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orlais owes you its future.
Muy bien. Así es como lo vamos a hacer.
You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your doing. You truly are the instrument of Andraste. Orlais will never forget your part in this. Nor will I.
Muy bien. Vamos a omitir todo esto de momento.
Will you address the court, my friend?
Esto es igual. Esto también es igual. Todo bien. Se acabó el ponche.
Celine
Bla
wishes.
bla 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 bla. Este ya vimos.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
Se ve si hay un problema.
This isn't over yet.
He surely will. Is there anything I can do?
Muy bien. Y creo que regresamos al feudo celestial. Sí. Esto es simplemente lo mismo, pero vamos a hacer otra ocasión aquí. Aquí tenemos muchas decisiones que tomar. Esto es lo mismo, esto es lo mismo. Ahora no.
But surely with the support of the
Ya he dicho
Empire.
que no.
Don't let... We've beaten... Colony...
Muy bien. Vamos a cargar otra vez. Vamos aquí. Vamos a hacerlo un poco diferente. Quiero mostrarle todas las opciones posibles. Esto sí es lo único que cambia con respecto al juego.
It's been too long since I've had any word.
Ahora esto es lo mismo. Vamos aquí a pasar todo esto.
The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Y vamos a esperar que ataque por ahí.
The Duchess will assassinate Celine personally. Wait for her to strike, then grab her.
As you command.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
My friends, we have lost much. We have each seen a child, a lover, a friend consigned to the flames. The darkness has closed in around us. But even now, there is light. We must be that light. We must lead our people safely through these troubled times. We must be their guiding star. Tonight, the war dividing us must end.
Oui.
My friends, we are here to witness a historic moment. A great change is coming for all of us. Isn't that right, Gaspard?
Florian! What have you done?
Don't be coy. It went just as we planned. I did this for you, brother.
Me? Have you gone mad?
No, not Gaspard. You did this for Corypheus.
What a terrible guest you are, interrupting your host. For Corypheus, kill them!
Y así empezamos. La senda del nigromante.
I should thank you. You played your part marvelously. Both Celine and Gaspard destroyed in a single blow. The Council of Heralds will devour each other, and while they do, Corypheus will come. The demons of Adamant were not his only army. The Empire will fall, and Thedas with it.
What a pity you won't live to see any of it.
You don't think I came this far without an escape planned? Your death will be the crowning jewel of my victory tonight. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Muy bien.
Florian, don't you want to dance?
¿A dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas, Florian? ¿A dónde vas, muchacha?
Leaving so soon, Your Grace. She's up on the wall.
Muchacha.
Watch out! He's up.
¿Qué hacéis?
Watch out! He's up. Watch out!
Esta es la otra forma de matar a la... de hacer esto. Vamos, muchacha. Va a morir usted. Ya está. Así tenemos que regresar al salón de baile. Podemos abrir esta puerta, pero no va a ser necesario.
Wasting your time trying to stir the nobility against me. We are at war.
I hardly have to stir them at all. Your sister murdered Celine. Everyone saw it. You're a traitor by association.
What do you hope to gain, Rabbit? You can't claim Celine's empty throne for yourself.
Maybe not. But I can keep it from you.
A ver, utilizar material de chantaje para dar poder a Briala. Ok. Utilizar material de chantaje para detectar a Briala y apoyar a Gaspar. A ver.
With everything I've found on Gaspard, I'm sure Briala can effectively rule the Empire.
I doubt anything in the world, let alone inside the palace, could put the rabbit in power.
Tenemos a otro, ¿sí?
The testimony of the Ferelden mercenary you hired to stage a coup tonight might be enough.
How much weight do you imagine the word of a sellsword carries with the court?
The word of a mercenary willing to speak out against a Grand Duke? You know exactly what that's worth.
We also know of the threats you issued to the Council of Heralds.
You've made your point. What are your demands?
Don't worry, Your Majesty. You'll find you can endure them.
So what are your demands? You must have something planned.
The Elves of Orlais will make great gains under our new Emperor. Wait and see. I'm not about to forget your part in this. The Inquisition will have all the support I can raise. I promise.
Muy bien.
The Elves of Orlais have a future. For the first time in centuries. If only Celine, my people will find a way to repay you. I promise you.
Just use this opportunity well.
I will. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. But we're keeping our new emperor waiting. Go give the nobility the good news.
Lords and ladies of the court, it is done. This was not the end any of us would have chosen. But the Civil War is over. We stand here as proof of the Empire's fortitude. Our enemies must learn that Olé shall not fall to treachery. We will never surrender our empire. We shall teach them the finality of this truth with steel. With the Inquisition, we will drive the demons back into the Fade. The Maker himself could not protect them from the wrath of the Lion.
Together, we will assure a future of peace and security, not just for Olé, but all Thedas.
Gather your soldiers, my friends. The Empire marches to war.
Muy bien. Bueno, esto es lo mismo.
Here, at last, I find our absent hero, hidden away despite the efforts of all Olé to find you. The elves raise glasses in your honor while the newly crowned emperor glowers. 'Tis quite the spectacle.
Así soy yo.
That's what I do. Fall out of the sky, make bad decisions, and somehow everyone still follows me.
So they do. It seems I am also to join that esteemed crowd. By imperial decree,
Bueno,
I
esto
have been
es lo mismo.
named Gaspar wishes to offer any and all aid to the one who supported his ascent to the throne. So, here I am.
First sign of trouble and you're out.
I am not. Yet consider this.
Muy bien. Aquí tenemos a Josephine.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
Things went according to plan for once.
I would have preferred the Empress alive, but the Empire remains. That's something. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
I just need a moment.
Muy bien. Bueno, estas son las opciones que podemos hacer aquí en el juego. Vamos a rehacer otra vez. Pero bueno, muchachos, vamos a hacerlo de la manera correcta. Ya hemos visto varias opciones. Varias opciones. Bueno, aquí, esto es lo mismo de siempre.
May I have a word with
Ahora
you?
no.
But surely with the support of
Ahora
the
no digo.
Empire, the...
You don't. We've beaten his war. Cullen is hoping to press our.
Y bueno, muchachos, tenemos aquí. Vamos a cargar de nuevo. Vamos aquí, partida guardada, muchachos. Muy bien. Podemos hacerlo de diferente manera. Todas las opciones nos llevan a eso. Vamos a hacer lo siguiente. Vamos aquí, obviamente, a salir de aquí. Esta es la misma de siempre. Cuidado. Esta sí es lo mismo. Aquí podemos. Vamos a saber la vida de Celine. Y después nos vamos a ocupar de la duquesa. O podemos hablar con la duquesa y que la encierre. Vamos a hacer lo que es correcto. Vamos a hacer aquí.
Wait here, Cullen.
Esto es lo mismo. Esto ya hemos sabido.
Inquisitor.
Aquí, bueno, lo mismo de siempre. Y en vez de aquí matar, vamos a hacer que se la lleven.
Your sister.
Aquí vamos a hacer.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
Dice, revelar las pruebas de los delitos de Gaspar a la emperatriz. O usar las pruebas recreadas contra Gaspar para apoyar a Vera. Vamos a apoyar a Vera.
I wouldn't have caught Florian.
You... Of course.
Están las órdenes de Gaspar.
Keep talking,
Amenazar el
Gaspar.
concilio.
Gaspard is a bully.
Contratar mercenarios.
In life, you are hereby sentenced to death.
Pero vamos a perder la vida aquí a Gaspar.
You have enough proof to dissolve his support for...
As a favor to you, Gaspar, you are hereby... Thank you, Inquisitor.
Y bueno.
I owe you my...
Esta es la... ¿Cómo decir? La opción...
You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your...
Bueno, esto es lo mismo. Aquí vamos a hacer la misma
You
charla.
address the court, my friend. But tonight...
Aquí es lo
Do you
mismo.
tire so
Se
quick?
acaba el ponche.
Celine wishes to offer
Y vamos a
you
hacer esto,
any
quieres
and all
unirnos a mí, vamos a ya sabemos qué vamos a hacer, ya sabemos.
mundane.
Esto es una maga de sangre, ya sabemos.
Knowledge alone does no
Pues
harm.
bienvenida a bordo, muchacha.
A most great. I shall meet you.
Sí, bueno, aquí vamos a hacer.
Is everything all right? You look
Estoy más.
troubled.
¿Qué ves? Qué bien, muchacha, vamos aquí.
Is there anything I can do?
Vamos a regresar a Fuego Celestial.
The matter is urgent, lady.
I am...
Please, may I have a word with you?
A ver, ¿qué puedo ayudar
But
aquí? Vamos a
surely with the
investigar,
support
porque
of...
necesito, ya
They could rally
sabemos.
the Grand Clerics to follow, as no candidate from the clergy has been...
Listo, listo.
Our
Cuentas
lady.
sin ellas.
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be
Déjale que
returned.
deciden ellas.
Liliana and Cassandra...
And they certainly... The Inquisitor has only...
Uy, aquí ya.
Cullen is hoping to prep...
Listo, muchachos, aquí ya tenemos todo esto. Y hemos visto las opciones que podemos hacer en el Palacio de Harmonshiral. Hay varias opciones que podemos hacer. Y aquí podemos hablar con Cassandra. Ah, pues sí.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Divirtiéndose.
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was hilarious. That's what they'll say one day, you watch. I assume you've heard that Liliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
¿Eso es posible?
How can you and Liliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Liliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
¿Por qué no se candidata?
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a mage, first and foremost. If they name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Liliana or I would be any better.
¿A quién le importa lo que había? Pues sí que no.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Corren tiempos extremos.
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
Many extraordinary things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Investiga. ¿Y qué de ella, no?
You're not the only candidate. What about Leliana?
Leliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Leliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
Especial. Me gusta tu resolución. Puede ser divina. Me gusta tu resolución. A ver.
I have influence, and I can use it to help the Chantry make up its mind.
I cannot ask you to do that.
You don't have to.
If you think that is the right thing to do, then thank you. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Muy bien. Nada para hacer. Apoyar a Cassandra, muchachos. A ver, aquí no hay nada. A ver, vamos a hablar con los buenos muchachos que están por acá. A ver, Harding.
Going well, I hope?
Ah, pues nada.
I have to go.
A ver, aquí tenemos a Crane, aquí tenemos a Toro.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
Okay.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
We'll talk later.
Muy bien, vamos a hablar con Sera. ¿Qué demonios? ¿Qué pasó con Sera?
One for the Empress, for Gaspard, Briala, the Duchess, and Corypheus. Right in the dangle bag.
Recuérdame que no te cargué.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a book for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one Empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. Concessions, or we unleash the earwigs. Pinchy butts. Well, that was stupid. Want to go roll around until I feel better?
Bueno, vamos.
Why are we even still talking?
Good question. Shut it.
Tenemos más aquí. Vamos a mirar. Mira tú.
Hey you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
With you, I'll do anything.
I bet, yeah. Come on, let's do it.
A ver qué está pasando.
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I freaking still hate cookies.
¿Por qué me voy?
Why am I sitting on a roof eating awful baked goods?
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The one she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this is great, you're great. So I thought maybe me and you could make some, I don't know, us cookies. Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
Tengo la cocina por aquí, me gusta, pero sin galletas.
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
Maybe.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Oh, piss balls! I could have made a whole dirty thing about your biscuit. Or muffins. Muffins on the roof. Because tits.
Sarah, this is silly, wonderful fun. Just like you.
That's good, right? Because the roof was a really bad idea. Can't do it on a roof.
My roof, my rules.
Oh, I am gonna break both.
Demonios. Demonios, señorita. Muy bien. Ya tenemos más con cera. Vamos a ver qué pasa con cera otra vez. Okay.
Sarah?
Hiya! Who's that? Shiny! Listen, I got you a hat, but it's ugly, so I drew Corypheus what's-its-face on it and stuffed it with apples. Everyone's hitting it with sticks! I really hope you like it.
We're giving gifts now.
Muy bien. Una mujer que no quiere nada. Pregunta vale, pregunta toro. Uf. Qué bien, Parece que tenemos... Bueno, aquí nada.
It's good to see you.
What do you mean?
Ya tenemos aquí misioncillas, A ver.
I didn't understand the grand ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Estoy de acuerdo.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though.
Okay.
May I ask how things are, now that you're more of a spirit?
Questions can be shackles, but you kept me in kindness. I will answer.
A ver. Háblame del velo.
Can you tell me more about the Fade, now that you're more connected to it?
It is here, but held. Constrained by a construct. Veiled. Feelings, memories, minds, mortality, all shape it. A glass to hold water. We flow to the deep. Without you, we have nothing. Not even us. That's why we want so much.
Muy bien. Háblame de
Can
la
you tell me more about what happened at the Spire? You and the real Cole.
I don't remember. I let that go. It isn't part of me anymore.
You don't mind killing people, even being more of a spirit?
Monsters are easy, mindless, menacing. It's harder when it's people. Venatori, bandits. People who could change. But they chose. They hurt people. We need to stop them. My blades are yours to command. I forget later, so it washes clean.
What is it like to be this way?
I'm me. More me than I was. I can care and comfort, but keep clean. No shackles. They feel, forgive, forget, and I am free. Finally. Thank you.
Muy bien.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes. She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
A ver. ¿Quieres irte a algún sitio?
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Muy bien.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. Will you be dining alone, your worship, or will others be arriving later?
Puede que no esté solo.
I may have a friend joining me.
Very good, your worship. Right this way, please. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
You can tell her. She'll laugh and then do it because she loves you. She wants to make you happy.
Le parece intrigante.
Anything you'd like to share?
He wants his wife to tie his hands to the bedposts. Little silk ribbons. He worries she'll hate him. She only said it because she was jealous of your shoes. Remember his hand on your waist as the music swelled. So many little hurts, even here, away from blood and battle. I wouldn't have heard them before. Now I can, thanks to you.
Encantado de ayudar.
It was my pleasure.
Remember old Maurice, too proud to forgive, gnarled hands clutching the back of an empty chair? Find another path. There was someone, before. He was my friend, but he didn't know what I was. When he found out, he changed. I lost him. You found out, but you didn't change. Didn't make me change. You let me be this, be more. Thank you for helping me find this again, for believing in me. You don't know what it means.
Es un placer, supongo.
Not really, no, but you're welcome regardless.
You don't need to. It used to help, but it doesn't anymore. Let it go. You were scared, trying to show them you were strong. Find him. Tell him you're sorry. The woman in the red dress thinks you would look good naked. She wants someone to compliment her hat. They will never know, but I know, thanks to you.
Muy bien. Ok, vamos a ver otra vez aquí.
ships launch on changing winds. Dizzy sometimes, like the top of the stairs, but sometimes like dancing.
Necesito un regalo, pues.
I want to show Sarah how I feel. You have a different perspective. Any ideas on what to get her?
A gift that means feelings. So it's something it isn't. I don't think that works outside the Fade. Or in it. Don't give her a gift in the Fade. That would go very bad. She would make it very bad. I'm not much help. Sorry.
Muy bien. Les hemos preguntado a este muchacho, vamos a preguntarle a Toro. Hey, boss.
Pleasure as always, boss.
I want to get Sarah something to show I'm serious. Thoughts on the right gift?
So, you and her, huh? Nice. But you're right. It's hard to say what she'd want that she hasn't just taken and gotten bored with already. I'm drawing a blank. I'd offer positions or something, but I play a power game, and she's all about the limber. Nice sketch though, boss. Good on ya.
Muy bien. Ninguna ayuda de parte de Toro. Pero él nos lleva unas pistas. A ver, tenemos que hablar con Cassandra aquí que está... Oye, aquí que hay, aquí. Aquí hay algo. Ah, no.
Is that all for today?
Of course.
A ver.
Another... Oh, my maker. You cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut. Although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Bien, tenemos una operación ahí.
Nothing? Unfortunate.
Hello again.
A ver.
I want to give Sarah a gift that shows I'm serious about her. Any idea what she would like?
You, our herald, and Sarah? Ah, you certainly go out of your way to make things difficult, don't you? I've no suggestions. At least none she would willingly accept, such as gaining purpose, or an actual profession. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to work.
Muy bien. Bueno, aquí podemos elegir en apoyar a quién. Podemos apoyar a Cassandra o a Elena para que sea la divina. Vamos a hablar con Blackwell. Acá está el muchacho, vamos a ver.
How is the running today?
Stop following me.
I haven't taken a step.
Aquí está Blackwell. Este muchacho.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
Sorry.
Not the fireside tale I was expecting, Blackwall.
Just listen. I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Uf. Uy, se fue. A ver, a ver. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Eh? ¿Y aquí qué pasó?
I suppose you're right.
¿Qué atoro? A ver. Esto no es verdad. No. ¿Atoro?
I don't know. Good to see you, boss.
No.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Bueno, aquí hay algo, pero no sé qué es. Demonios. Muy bien, nos podemos hablar. Bueno, no importa, vamos a hablar con... Ah, ya me acordé de este muchacho. Vamos a ver. Aquí tenemos que encontrar una cosilla.
Inquisitor.
Aquí. Exactamente aquí.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Y... Mensajero de la Inquisición, ¿qué pasó?
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Aquí obtenemos lo que pasó con Blackwell. Y obviamente tenemos la verdad sobre Blackwell, muchachos, la verdad sobre Blackwell. Muy bien. Vamos para acá. Vamos a hablar con Barrick.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Okay.
I want to give Sarah a gift to show her how I feel. Any suggestions?
You and Sarah, huh? Good one. That'll make some eyes twitch. A gift, though. Tricky business. Is it too obscure? Is it too on the nose? Will it be taken as intended? Oh, it's a pain in the ass. I wouldn't worry about it. If there's something she wants, she'll say. Well, Sarah's not big on subtext. No footnotes, or, you know, really words of any sort.
Muy bien.
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Aquí, nada más.
No problem.
A ver, vamos a ver consolas. Vamos a guardar por aquí, por si acaso. A ver, solas.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
¿Te preocupa, Ariana?
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
No estoy de acuerdo.
Nor should you. You're not defined by the shape of your ears. They're not your people.
No, they are not. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
No, sí quiero ayudarlos.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Orlesian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
I want to show Sarah how I feel. Any suggestions for a good gift?
You and... I see.
You won't help?
I can't. She's turned her back on what we should be. I have no insight in what she could want. Something human and fleeting, no doubt.
Bueno, aquí tenemos un poco de desaprobación de Solas. No le importan los elfos al amigo Solas. Ya van a ver por qué.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Algo que vas a ver.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
Alright.
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to lead that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to Lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Funcionaría de día. Necesitamos templarios.
Do you think that could work? Would people accept it?
Mages would be watched, but could pursue interests outside the Circle. Neither freedom nor prison. I don't know.
Muy bien.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
I hope you find the Inquisition's leadership more agreeable.
I am confident you will see us through to the end. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will not see it fail.
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Your sister tracked you down. She didn't know where you were.
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
¿Qué era luego?
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
Muy bien. Eso era todo, muchacho.
That's all I wanted to know.
Another time then.
A ver, solo lo único que me falta es preguntarle a Vivian y a Dorian, a nadie más. Y esos muchachos están acá arriba. A ver. Aquí está Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
¿Echas de menos eso?
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My, yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Okay.
I'm looking for ideas for something to give Sarah, to show her I'm serious.
Right. You want the lover's red. Nestle a Feltamont rose to your heart and take it to the west peak of Mount Azazel. As dawn breaks, bare your chest. 9 seconds of that cold sun will tease the petals to the color of love's first blush.
Is that a thing?
No, complete nonsense. As is trying to please that imp with any material gift. Good luck, Inquisitor. It's not a hunt I'd bet on.
Muy bien. A ver si tenemos algo aquí. Nada, aquí no tenemos nada. Ahora sí, el último que nos falta es Vivian.
If you require any assistance.
A ver qué pasa con Vivian.
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
Alrighty.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
A ver.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
No me acuerdo si estaba... Si bien tenía dobles intenciones. Vamos a ver.
Yes?
A ver.
I want to show Sarah I'm serious about her. Any ideas about a gift that would say it?
Oh, seriously? This is why you've bothered me? Just shave something rude into your privates, dear. She won't get the redundancy.
Are you sure? Anything is worth considering.
Of course, my dear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm doing anything else.
Bien, a mí bien no le gusta nada con respecto de... que le hablen del amor. Una mujer que no quiere nada, pregunta de...
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was en masse, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royale, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing. So few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger. Those loyal to her should have practiced more vigilance. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
At least all this tedious maneuvering got us something.
You navigated it well. The Inquisition's reputation is now far more formidable in Orlais. Although I do wish Varric would show a bit more restraint in his accounts of the evening.
A ver.
I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
No sé si es bueno.
I assume that means they both want something very badly from us.
You're quite correct. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a Venatori cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
¿Qué harías tú?
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
What sort of man is the King of Navarra?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Navarra.
As a Pentagast, will Cassandra be upset if we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Sigar Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
Tell me about Redanus.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage. Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
A ver, aquí podemos ayudar a Navarra o a Tevinter. Vamos a ayudar a Tevinter.
Tell the Archon the Inquisition will do Tevinter the favor of wiping out the Venatori on its borders.
Very good, Inquisitor. We'll inform him at once.
Muy bien. Un poco más aquí de... Ya no podemos... Ah, no. Ya no podemos hablar con la muchacha. Vamos por acá.
It's It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Esperemos a que haya desertores.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
A ver, sigue, por favor.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those forgotten woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
¿Qué pasó? Demonios, un eluvian.
This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Esto es lo que vimos en el Dragon Age Origins Casa de Brujas.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Es increíble.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
La energía es extraña aquí.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
Tenés la llave.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
This place isn't natural. It almost seems constructed. It's as if someone made a pocket within the Fade with its own rules of reality. If the ancient elves could do this...
It seems remarkable that the Magisters of Tevinter could ever challenge them. Yes.
It's deteriorating. Eventually, this place will simply collapse on itself.
Who can say how old it is? For now it stands, and thus retains its value.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Muy bien. Aquí tenemos un Illuvian. Un Illuvian que ya lo hemos visto en varios sitios. Como por ejemplo...
Your worship.
Como por ejemplo... Se llama el nombre. En el Dragon Age 2, con Merrill. Él ya tiene también un Illuvian. Y en el Dragon Age Origins, obviamente con Morrigan. En el DLC Casa de Brujas. Y ella también tiene un Illuvian. Y creo que es el que vemos aquí ahorita, en este momento. Es el mismo Illuvian que encontró ahí en ese DLC. Pero lo que quería hacer no es era irnos a ver, hacer unas operaciones. Vamos para acá. Después ya lo haremos con estos buenos muchachos.
Inquisitor.
Tenemos que aquí juzgar a la gente, me parece. Pero antes de... Vamos acá. Vamos a reunir al consejo. Y como pueden ver aquí tenemos, bueno, aquí no hay, solo tenemos esto. Negociaciones delicadas. Y acá tenemos un montón de cosas que hacer. Como pueden ver. Pero un montón. Esta es la misión principal. Así que tenemos que ver. Apoyar a Cassandra. Desmascarar a aquellos que sienten los mares. Llegar a un acuerdo por los planos de armas. Reconciliación entre Celine y Michelle. Vamos a investigar las filosóficas de momento. Muy bien. Investigado eso. Vamos a sacar provecho de la herencia con Fairbanks. Vamos a ver. Con lo que nos da menos esto.
At your service.
Vamos a... Aquí llevo fotos de la guerra civil. Con Colin. Vamos a Llegar a un acuerdo por los planos. Son más que aquellos, ¿no? No. Este es para el juego de el fin del juego, el juego de Mantillet, es para... No. Crucifixión. Es para, también para Colin. En favor de muertos está, no, la casa Ambralalis. Uy, esta es para Josephine. Esta es una de las más alianzas. Ojos con furiosos. Estas son alianzas obviamente para Josephine. Creo que no hay ninguna misión para Liliana, ¿no? Son negociaciones. Extraño, vamos a ver. Aquí no podemos, aquí no podemos. Esta es la única que tenemos con Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Y creo que ya. No podemos hacer nada más. Bueno, ahora lo que vamos a hacer es ir aquí a Valroyo. Vamos con el grupo de siempre. Solos ahí, eso. Vamos a ver qué pasa con Blackwall. ¿Qué demonios? ¿Por qué me cambia de armadura? Listo. Esta armadura es fea de cojones, pero no podemos hacer nada más. Es la mejor armadura que hay. Pero no es la mejor. Realmente sí podemos cambiar a nuestra armadura.
Who's protecting us now?
The Inquisition, of an invasion. Chantry sent a light. But I highly doubt the one in the Inquisition is like that.
A ver, ¿dónde está la misión? Ahí está. Esta es la misión.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Well, this is grim.
Proceed. Stop! A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
Muy bien. Ahora con Rainier en su celda. Vamos a hablar. ¿Dónde está? Acá. Aquí está la verdad de las más verdades. A ver.
I wonder who knows pain as there is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Muy bien. Más operaciones aquí.
There is no doubt. Captain Tom Rainier.
He wore the
Inquisitor.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You saved that man. That took courage.
Courage? I killed innocent people. Destroyed Mornay's life and the lives of others like him. One moment of courage will not make up for that. Why are you here?
Eso depende de ti.
That depends on what you say.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
No estoy convencido de eso.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Muy bien. Tenemos que hablar con Colin. Vámonos de aquí.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celene's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Gracias.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
A ver, ¿qué harías tú?
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
La pipa.
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind. He had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Sácalo.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Muy bien. Nueva operación. Obviamente tenemos que regresar a feudo celestial. Y vamos a hablar con Cera, muchachos. Y es lo último que haremos. Y lo dejaremos por aquí. Y estamos con Cera.
Shiny.
A ver, besar. Lista para hablar.
I'd like to know more about you now that you're comfortable.
It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
Anything more to say about where you came from, aside from hating cookies there?
Denerim mostly. Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends though. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. Got some of them killed. I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
Me alegro de que te hayas abierto, muchacho.
Sarah, I am so glad you opened up to me.
You too, Shiny. And the talking is nice too. Another time, yeah? For both of them.
Veo por qué eres una elfa.
I think that after our rooftop chat, I get why you're not like other elves.
Well, don't. How about we dig into what you are? Or what you're supposed to be? Do you know all about elfiness? What it takes to keep our ears all perky? Because you could be more than just that. To me, anyway.
Whatever I am to you, Sarah, that's all I need.
Listen to you turning rubbish into butter. I could just take you and... Well, no could about it. I will. A lot. Later, yeah. Better.
Muy bien.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
A ver.
Hello, you.
¿Qué tal un rato arriba? Besarla. ¿Qué más,
We should drop something next time.
Muy bien. Y creo que eso va a ser todo por esta vez, muchachos. Espero que les haya gustado. Y ya nos veremos en una siguiente vez. Nos vemos.